son, don't need.
It's the third day, I don't got a second in the first place. Ain't no second chances in my birthplace. You can't put a phoenix in the birdcage, just that Hermes. Thrice great.
Hello and welcome to my prediction video of what I've seen of the Super Conqueror and the Vickers medium, and as well as some stuff on the Japanese TDs as well. But I'm gonna just get those out of the way first. I don't think they're all that special. That they're gonna be just like the old Chinese TD line. Remember that one? No one plays them. They're just big fat boxes, except for the other one, the Japanese TDs are really are effectively rear-turreted SU-100Ys. In which case, why would you be playing them anyways? But let's get back to the Super Conqueror and all and whatnot. So I have 3 replays, more or less 2, where I've seen it in battle. This one is on Castilla, and hopefully we can analyze exactly what its reload is right now. As we know, these things will change when it comes to the actual, well, as we know, this is currently still the testing phase. So the dynamics could change when they're actually released, but the Super Conqueror is supposed to be a new heavy tank that's going to be coming out. It's currently just started in the testing phase. And we're going to come across one here. There the dude is. And he takes a nice snapshot, shoots me, but that's a 400 alpha gun if I've ever seen one. He's doing the same rolls as I am, and he hits me about 6 seconds later. After his first shot, he didn't start his adrenaline until now, which means that this tank right now, at least, has effectively a 6.23 or 6.8 second reload. I'm putting my money on the 6.5, which means as of right now, it's better than anything currently in game. The Chieftain Mark 6 has a 7.5 second reload. And if this one has a 6.1 or 3, maybe even 5, it'll be the best DPM heavy in the game, effectively. Unless the WZ-111 is somehow still higher. It does have a higher alpha, but that's not what we're talking about today. So that replay is over. So we can see effectively that it has somewhere around a 6.3 second reload as of right now, which makes it really extremely dangerous. The second replay, I only come across it once and shoot it once. I'ma put that in later. And this is the one where we see the Vickers medium. Now I'm looking at this right, and I'm thinking, rigged. How did I get a Vickers Light and a Super Conqueror same game? But we're gonna see effectively what the Vickers Light is, and from what I've seen of it, it doesn't look like anything special. Looks like it either has the standard 350 alpha gun that everything runs, that most all the tier 10 mediums and light tanks run. So really nothing special. I don't know the exact reload on that, as I've only seen it this one battle. So a topic focus is more going to be the Super Conqueror. But we're going to see this thing in a little while, and hopefully I'll get to pause it and we can analyze it, a little bit of its armor. Although it doesn't really have that much. So right now I'm just playing it cautious. Too many tanks, I don't know what they are. So I take a nice snapshot on that Object 140. The Object 704 shoots me in the bush, although it's an awful a low roll, so it could have been anybody really. And we've lost 500 life, we've done 500 damage. I was thinking of fleeing here, but then I actually have some support, unlike I thought prior to my retreat. So I poke up, spot the object 140, the Vickers Light. The Vickers Light gets a bounce off its turret, so it might have a little bit of turret armor, although maybe only when held down, because its armor doesn't look to be that good, in which case it'll be like a bat chat, just without the autoloader. He does get pinned through the turret, so it must not be invincible. I have no predictions or inferences on what that tank's reload could be, but as of right now, it's probably something insane. But I doubt it will. I doubt it won't be changed though. I go rush in for this guy. He's all alone. His teammates are all everywhere else but where he is. And as you see there, his armor was a little bit. It had a little bit of armor, but I was able to penetrate it on the move. So it really doesn't have that much. And the side and rear must be extremely weak. It's just as we are about to shoot him again, he catches HE on the side or the rear. So the side and rear armor aren't great at all. So it seems to be like a mini bat chat with no autoloader. We could come up with this object 704, put one in. But that Super Conqueror really, if it does come out with that 6.5-second reload, from what I've seen of it anyways, it will be a beast, only when held down more or less. Just like all the British tanks. We get super lucky right there, and the 183 misses. He thinks it's a ghost shell, but if you play the video back and put it on slow motion, you'll see it just zings right over my turret. Yeah, but what I was saying about Super Conqueror, if it does come out, or whenever it does come out, and it does have a lower than 7.5-second reload, as that's the best reload, and that's currently on the Chieftain Mark 6 tier. It's the tier 10 premium Chieftain. And if it does have lower than if it is lower than 7.5 seconds, then it'll be the new best. And if it also has the hash just like the Chieftain, it'll really make the Chieftain meaningless to have or even try to buy. But that's not all a bad thing, as the price for the Chieftain could drop, what's it called? It could drop like really low. Because if there's something that's overshadowing it that much, I doubt they'll sell it for as much as they did prior to this. And we zoom in on this guy. The armor is pretty good from our point of view. Our pin is pretty nice, but I'm sure if we were in a TD with high pin, the damage, his armor would have been a lot less red and more or less insignificant. But it seems to have all this spaced armor around the turret, although it's not enough to block any shots. So for that Vickers line, like I said, it doesn't seem to be anything special. It is going to be a tech tree tank, I believe. So if you are grinding up the Sheridan line and you saw them new tanks, you was like, what? Don't stop grinding up it. Those things aren't likely going to be anything special that you want to have over the Sheridan. I think you should play this right now, because it could get more nerfs in the future. Who knows? But I think the Sheridan is a lot more unique and new, and something you should most definitely go out of your way to get. Now that Vickers, it just seems to be like nothing special with the 350. Like I said, it's just something that every other tank at Tier 10 has right now, and if you were grinding this line, I don't think you should stop just because a new thing is coming. You might want to save some free XP. Who knows? But the Super Conqueror does have 400 alpha, as we'll see coming up pretty soon. I'm pretty much running out of things to say about this right now, but a 6.5-second reload would be insane. You could burn people to the ground with that, especially if it does have the HESH shells as well. It would be a real menace to come across, and if it did, and I personally don't think it will be that much better than the Chieftain. Although it is more armored, we don't have to zoom in. Besides, pretty much cheesecake. But I don't think it will be so much. I don't think it will be so greatly much better than the Chieftain, but it would obviously have to be better in terms of gun statistics like reload and penetration. It would obviously have to be different, or else there'd be no point in buying it. And we do finish on 3.7k, although that's not really the point of the video. Super Conqueror is it's a collectible. This thing looks like a premium tank, but all of them do when they're in the testing phase. So that just about concludes my point on that one. Those tanks might be something to watch out for, especially in the testing phase right now. Just play a little passive. But those HP buffs on the heavies, by the way, think, if you double platoon a mouse, that's over 3,000 HP. I mean 6,000. And even if you're not running the enhanced HP, it will still be something, a grave menace. So what do you guys think about that, by the way? And the Japanese TDs that are coming out. I personally think they're not going to be anything special and are really going to fall into the same category as the Chinese CDs, just unused and effectively just no real difference from those tanks. Cause I swear, right? These Chinese tanks, these Chinese tank destroyers, you never see. And that's just because they're not really all that good. But you see, these are. So that wraps it up, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and go share with your friends. Hopefully help the channel grow. And I'll see you next time.